previously on Zombie Roulette.
Ever since the outbreak began, I've been stuck in my house for well over 3 months. I strongly believe that it was a mistake to leave my house for search of supplies, as I have possibly attracted some unwanted attention. I've made contact with Robert Nico Donovan, who he says he is gathering survivors. Whether or not if he is dead or alive, what other choice do I have to survive? I decided to reply. I've had my suspicions my transmission was intercepted, because shortly after my reply, my house was attacked. I grabbed my things, and I left. At this point, I think that this is more than gathering survivors. As I get closer to the extraction point, a hostile squad of men continue to come after me. I know that I'm reaching something that Robert is looking for, and I am perhaps the closest person he depends on to get it. War is coming, and this sounds like the turning point in history. It's all in my hands now.
Shawn Lee Edwards, tell me everything that you have been through.
It was not easy to survive the apocalypse. The Zeeks were everywhere, but somehow I managed to survive. That was it. The apocalypse is over. The cure has made it. The last thing I can remember before I passed out was that I was in a battlefield. As soon as the enemies retreated, I turned around and around to see that I had been quickly surrounded by gas grenades. Within moments, I got knocked out quick, and it didn't look like the same people that were attacking me earlier. But then once I regained consciousness, I was taken high up to a skyscraper. And that's when I knew that I was going to be interrogated. I do not know to this point how long I've been out.
Thank you, Catherine. Speculation seems to surround the origin of this phenomenon. And theories include an airborne plague, a toxic chemical spill, bioterrorism, and even a spaceborne virus. And viewers should be advised that there is no official explanation as of yet. Teams from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the Center for Disease Control, and Office of Emergency Preparedness.
Yeah, hello? I know, man. You just turn on the TV as well?
Doctors still appear to be baffled by this new so-called super flu. They're still unsure of exactly how it spreads, and with it reaching near epidemic proportions, the quarantine was enacted and enforced by the National Guard early this morning.
Dude, this thing is actually freaking me
me out so bad. No, I was about ready to change out my work attire so that way, you know, I can go to work.
The city, it seems, is being overrun with man-eating creatures, and...
They're coming!
Run!
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, man, I know. No, I didn't think this was actually going to be real as well.
And what I'm about to show you is one of the most horrific. Stand back, and I told please keep your distance. You can see how dangerous it is.
All I can say is that make us, if you're going to make some more phone calls after this one, make as many as you can, because by now, as big as this thing is, I'm sure the servers will all be busy in a short while, not too long. I finally have reached Donovan. Turns out he is alive after all. I explained to him my situation of the matter. As I have found the cure on the way to the coordinates I received that led to the Bluestone Park, Donovan seems rather convinced that what I have in my hands is not only invaluable, but a legitimate cure to the zombie pandemic. Casualties come very quickly in battles like these. About 5 minutes later, I saw the terrorist who brought the fight on his own retreated from the battlefield. I know the cure has made it, but by the time I attempted to return to Donovan after the fight was over, that's when the gas grenades were thrown at me as a distraction, and then I got knocked out. It seemed to me that a third party was involved in the matter. After the interrogation, I discovered that the organization that captured me, or so I thought to be a third party, had connections to Donovan. I never knew until now that he was in the army before he became a sheriff. They were convinced that I helped Donovan, and that I just had to be sure that I wasn't one with the terrorists who were attempting to destroy the cure. I'm thinking that there was a good chance that Donovan had friendly reinforcements coming to his aid in the battle to further secure the cure. It was just a matter of holding out the extraction point to the last man. From there, I was released.